Hello student, a very warm good morning to all of you. This will be the next video of Roman Empire. The social hierarchies. Let us stand back from the details now and try to get a sense of the social structure of the Roman Empire. Tacitus described the leading social group of the early empire as follow. Senators. They were the leading member of the equestrian class, the respectable section of the people, those attached to the great houses, the unkept lower class like plebes, sardida, who he tells us were addicted to the circus and theatrical display. And then finally comes the slaves. In the early 3rd century, when the Senate numbered roughly 1000, approximately half of all senators still comes from Italian family. That means the senators were from the Italian family. By the late empire, which start with the reign of Constantine I, in the early part of the 4th century, the first two groups mentioned by Tacitus, the senators and the equites. The equites means knights or horsemen were traditionally the second most powerful and wealthy group. Originally, they were families whose property qualified them to serve in the cavalry. Hence, the name, like senators, most knights were landowners. But unlike senators, many of them were ship owners, traders and bankers that is involved in business activities. Merged into a unified and expanded aristocracy, and at least half of all families were of African or Eastern origin. This late Roman aristocracy was enormously wealthy, but in many ways less powerful than the purely military elites, who came almost entirely from non-aristocratic background. The middle class now consisted of the considerable mass of persons connected with imperial service in the bureaucracy and army, but also the more prosperous merchants and farmers, of whom there were many in the eastern provinces. Tacitus described this respectable middle class as clients of the great senatorial houses. Now it was chiefly government servants and dependents on the state that sustained many of these families. Below them were the vast mass of the lower classes, known collectively as humiliers. They comprised a rural labor force, of which many were permanently employed on the large state, workers in industrial and mining establishment, migrant workers who supplied much of the labor for the grain and olive harvest and for the building industry. Self-employed artisan, it was said, were better fed than wage laborers. A large mass of casual laborers, especially in the big cities, and of course, the many thousands of slaves that were still found all over the Western Empire in particular. One writer of the early 5th century, the historian Olympiodorus, who was also an ambassador, tells us that the aristocracy based in the city of Rome drew annual income of up to 4,000